Have you ever wondered why some people, even in their 70s, can still carry things with ease and walk steadily every morning, while others need a cane, frequently suffer from joint pain, and feel exhausted after just a few steps? Is it simply a matter of physical condition, or is there something more, according to the Arthritis Foundation? More than 50% of people over the age of 65 live with persistent joint pain every single day. But the surprising part is that not everyone realizes how a simple diet at home can naturally and effectively help improve this condition. In today's video, I will share with you a very familiar, inexpensive, and easy-to-find food that can help support up to 7 of the most common health issues among older adults, including weak muscles, joint pain, poor vision, memory decline, and more. It is not a drug, it is not a strict diet, it is just a different way of using something you may never have thought of. Many reliable studies from Harvard and clinical nutrition institutions have confirmed its benefits. If you or a loved one is looking to live a healthier, more independent, and joyful life each day, do not skip this video, because the most important part will be revealed at the end. 1. Strengthening muscles and preventing weakness. There is a very familiar moment that many older adults have experienced. It is when you are sitting in a chair and want to stand up, only to realize that your legs are no longer as flexible as they once were. What seems like a simple movement suddenly requires effort. You have to push yourself up with your hands, you have to strain, and one day, climbing the stairs, lifting a basket of vegetables, or even just walking for a few minutes around the house feels heavy and unsteady. The feeling of muscle weakness, loss of balance, and the fear of falling begin to creep in day by day. This is not just a sign of aging. It is a manifestation of a condition that scientists call age-related muscle loss, also known as sarcopenia. According to research from McMaster University, this process can begin after the age of 50 and quietly progress if we do not have the right nutrition. But here is something many people do not know. There is a very familiar food, often present in your breakfast, that can help protect and naturally rebuild muscles. That food is the egg. Each egg contains about 6 to 7 grams of high-quality protein, along with all 9 essential amino acids that the body needs to build and repair muscle. More importantly, the protein in eggs is very easy to absorb, especially for the digestive systems of older adults, which often struggle to absorb nutrients from red meats or processed foods. But protein is not the only benefit. Eggs also contain leucine, an important amino acid that stimulates muscle synthesis. Leucine acts like a wake-up signal for muscle cells, triggering the recovery process after each movement or even after a long sleep. Eating eggs in the morning, particularly within 2 hours of waking up, provides the body with the necessary nutrients to protect muscle mass and maintain strength. Many studies have shown that older adults who get enough protein in the morning have better mobility, a reduced risk of falling, and maintain independence in their daily activities for longer. A study from the Institute of Geriatric Nutrition in Japan found that people aged 70 and above who ate at least 1 egg daily along with light physical activity had 23% better balance than those who ate less protein. Adding eggs to your meals does not have to be complicated. A soft-boiled egg for breakfast, a plate of scrambled eggs with leafy greens at lunch, or even a glass of milk mixed with egg yolk in the evening can make a big difference. What matters most is consistency. Your body needs nourishment every day, not just when it starts to feel weak. If you are finding it harder to climb stairs than before or feel unsure when stepping off a ledge, perhaps it is time to add good protein for your muscles into your diet. And eggs, with everything they offer, may be the simple answer you have been looking for. 2. Supporting bone and joint health. If muscles are the engine that helps you move, then your bones are the silent frame that supports your entire body every day. Sometimes, we only recognize the importance of our bones when we begin to feel a sharp pain in the knees while standing up, a sore back after lying down for a while, or numbness in the feet each morning. These signs are not just simple fatigue. They are warnings that our bones are gradually weakening. According to the International Osteoporosis Foundation, 1 in every 3 women over the age of 60 suffers from osteoporosis. Additionally, 1 in 4 men over the age of 70 also faces the risk of fractures due to decreasing bone density. Many people think that simply drinking milk is enough to get the calcium their bones need, but what most people overlook is that calcium cannot do its job without one important factor, vitamin D. Without enough vitamin D, calcium absorbed from food or supplements may be eliminated from the body instead of being used. And surprisingly, egg yolks contain a valuable amount of natural vitamin D that older adults truly need. Each egg provides about 40 IU of vitamin D, a small but significant number when taken regularly. As we age, our ability to naturally produce vitamin D from sunlight decreases. Many seniors avoid sun exposure or live in areas with limited light, leading to long-term deficiency. A study by the National Institutes of Health in the United States showed that older adults with sufficient vitamin D levels had a 30% lower risk of hip fractures. That is a meaningful number, especially when you understand that a hip fracture in older adults can lead to months of being bedridden and even the loss of the ability to care for oneself. In addition to vitamin D, eggs also contain phosphorus and protein, two essential elements for maintaining strong bone structure. Phosphorus helps regenerate bone cells, while protein forms the foundational framework for bone development and maintenance. When combined, they create a quiet yet powerful support network for your bones. Eating eggs regularly is not meant to replace medication. It is a way to naturally and sustainably nourish your bones day by day. Perhaps you have witnessed a loved one confined to bed for months after a simple slip in the bathroom. You may have also felt unsteady stepping down the stairs. What makes these moments truly frightening is not just the pain, but the loss of independence, something older adults value deeply. So every time you eat an egg, remember that you are not just fueling your body. You are placing a small brick into the foundation that helps keep you steady, balanced, and self-reliant with every step you take. A single egg at breakfast may not bring instant changes, but if you maintain it as a small daily habit, your bones will quietly thank you with more flexibility, longer-lasting stability, and the reassurance that you are still in control of your body in the most dignified way. 3. Supporting immunity. There is a quiet strength that you cannot see with your eyes, but it plays a vital role in your ability to stay well each day. That is your immune system. When you were younger, you probably did not think much about it. A small scratch would heal quickly, a cold would pass in no time, and trying a new dish for dinner rarely caused trouble. But after turning 60, things begin to change. A cough may last for a week, a mild fever can leave you feeling drained, and your immune system, the shield that once protected your body, slowly becomes slower and weaker with time. However, you are not helpless in the face of that change by making the right nutritional choices each day. You can quietly rebuild that protective shield for yourself, and one of the simplest, most natural, and most effective sources of nourishment for the immune system is none other than the egg, a food that seems ordinary, yet offers more than you might expect. Eggs contain many important vitamins and minerals that help strengthen the body's natural defenses. One of these is vitamin A, a nutrient that helps keep the linings of your respiratory and digestive tracts healthy. These linings act like the first curtain of defense, blocking viruses and bacteria from entering. When these barriers weaken, you become more vulnerable to colds, pneumonia, or digestive troubles. And the egg yolk, not any pill, holds one of the most easily absorbed forms of vitamin A for the aging body. In addition, eggs are rich in selenium, a mineral that stimulates immune cell activity and helps fight chronic inflammation. According to a study by Tufts University in the United States, older adults with stable selenium levels in their blood recovered faster from colds and had a 35% lower risk of infection compared to those with deficiencies. Eggs also contain vitamin B12, a key factor in the production of white blood cells. These white blood cells are the silent warriors that patrol your body every day, searching for and destroying harmful invaders. When your B12 levels drop, your body produces fewer of these immune cells, leaving you feeling more tired and more prone to illness. Each egg provides about 20% of your daily vitamin B12 needs. Another important thing to remember is that the ability of older adults to absorb nutrients is not as strong as it once was. The digestive system weakens, enzyme production slows down, and appetite may change. All of these make it harder to eat enough or absorb what the body needs. Eggs, with their soft texture, easy digestion, and nutrient density, are a perfect choice for those looking to nourish themselves in a gentle yet effective way. One egg a day will not replace your medicine when you are sick, but it can act like a small nutritional vaccine, helping you fight off winter viruses, recover faster from common colds, and keep your body steady and full of energy. Sometimes, the difference between a strong day and a weak one lies in how you prepare your meals. And if you are still reading this, you likely want to live stronger each day or help someone you love do the same. You do not need to start with something big. Just one egg, one small habit, repeated with understanding and self-care, can make a difference. 4. Supporting memory and brain health. There are memories you wish you could hold on to forever. The smile of a grandchild during their first visit, the melody of a familiar song from your youth, or the comforting scent of a family meal during the holidays. These memories, even if brief, are what make life feel meaningful and full of emotion. But as we grow older, many people begin to notice that their memory is no longer as sharp as it used to be. Familiar names slip in the mind, belongings are misplaced, and sometimes stories that were just shared are already forgotten. This is more than simple forgetfulness. It is a quiet worry that many older adults carry, the fear that their mind is slowly fading, the fear that one day they might forget the very people they love the most. The good news is that there are very simple choices in your daily diet that can support memory and help keep your brain sharp. And one of the most effective foods for this purpose is the egg. Egg yolks contain a very important nutrient for the brain called choline. Choline is a building block for creating acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that plays a vital role in memory, focus, and mood. When your body lacks enough choline, the communication between brain cells slows down, making you feel foggy, distracted, and sometimes irritable without knowing why. According to a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults with higher blood levels of choline scored better on memory tests and had a significantly lower risk of developing Alzheimer's disease compared to those with low choline levels. One egg can provide about 27% of your daily choline requirement, a substantial amount, especially when you consider that many people today do not even get half of what they need. In addition to choline, eggs also contain several B vitamins, such as B6 and B12, nutrients that support nervous system function and help maintain healthy blood vessels in the brain. Vitamin B12 in particular helps reduce levels of homocysteine, a substance that, when elevated, can damage brain cells and is linked to cognitive decline. Many older adults experience forgetfulness simply because their bodies no longer absorb B vitamins efficiently. Eggs offer a natural, effective, and easy-to-digest way to restore those nutrients. You do not need to eat a lot to feel the benefit. Just one egg each morning, consistently, combined with a healthy lifestyle, can help your mind stay clear and steady over the years. If you or someone you love has ever felt anxious about forgetting what they were going to say, or suddenly unsure of the date, try starting the day with a breakfast that includes eggs. It is not just a simple meal. It is an investment in your memory and your clarity of mind. Because the most precious part of growing older is not just physical health. It is the ability to remember the things that once made you smile. And if there is a food that can help preserve those moments gently and naturally, why would you ever overlook it? 5. Protecting vision. Your eyes are the windows through which you see the world. They hold familiar images, light up the pages of books, preserve old photographs, and reflect the loving gaze of grandchildren visiting home. But sometimes, you may feel that your eyes are not as clear as they used to be. Small letters in the newspaper become harder to read. Bright lights at night seem more glaring. And photographs that once felt so familiar now need to be brought closer to recognize the faces. This is not unusual. Vision decline is very common as we age. One of the leading causes of vision problems in older adults is a condition called macular degeneration, the deterioration of the central part of the retina responsible for sharp vision. According to the National Eye Institute in the United States, macular degeneration is the #1 cause of permanent vision loss in people over 65. And a key factor in helping to prevent this condition lies in a simple food you might already eat every morning: the egg. Egg yolks contain two powerful antioxidants that are essential for eye health: lutein and zeaxanthin. These substances act as natural filters, helping to absorb harmful blue light and reduce damage from free radicals in the retina. Unlike many other nutrients, the human body cannot produce lutein and zeaxanthin on its own, so getting them from food is essential. And eggs are among the most bioavailable sources of these antioxidants, meaning your body can absorb them more easily than from other sources, including leafy green vegetables. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition showed that older adults who ate 1 egg per day for 6 consecutive weeks significantly increased their blood levels of lutein and zeaxanthin, while also improving macular pigment density, a key indicator of eye health and protection against macular degeneration. Interestingly, while eggs contain less lutein and zeaxanthin than kale or spinach, the natural fats in egg yolk help transport these nutrients directly to eye tissue, making them more effective overall. For older adults, getting enough lutein and zeaxanthin from eggs not only improves visual clarity, but also supports greater independence in daily life. Imagine reading a handwritten letter from your grandchild without needing a magnifying glass, or moving around your home in the evening without being blinded by indoor lighting. This is not just about eyesight, it is about staying connected to the world around you and continuing to enjoy life through all your senses. If you have ever avoided egg yolks out of concern about cholesterol, perhaps now is the time to reconsider the true value they offer, especially for eyes that need more gentle care. 1 egg is not a miracle, but when eaten regularly and correctly, it can help you see the world more clearly for longer, because every sharp image is a living memory, a link to your loved ones, and a way to continue loving life with eyes as bright and clear as ever. 6. Supporting heart health. Your heart has been working tirelessly for decades. It was the very first rhythm of life when you were born. It beats faster when you feel emotional. It has been your quiet companion through all the joys and sorrows of life. And by the time you reach your 60s, what you want most is to keep that heart beating steadily, calmly, and strong. But in reality, many older adults carry constant concerns about heart health: irregular blood pressure, rising cholesterol, and narrowing blood vessels seem to linger like a quiet shadow behind every step, every deep breath at night. Unfortunately, for many years, eggs have been misunderstood as a culprit for raising cholesterol and harming the heart. Many people have removed eggs from their breakfasts just because they believed it was bad for cardiovascular health. However, recent scientific research has brought a new, fairer, and more accurate perspective. A major study published in the British Medical Journal, which followed over 400,000 people for many years, showed that moderate egg consumption does not increase the risk of heart disease. In fact, it may even improve certain cardiovascular health indicators. The special thing is that eggs do not only cause no harm, they also provide nutrients that are actually beneficial for your heart. For instance, vitamin B12 and choline, 2 nutrients found in eggs, help reduce homocysteine levels in the blood. Elevated homocysteine is a known risk factor for vascular inflammation, atherosclerosis, and stroke. Eggs also contain selenium, a natural antioxidant that helps protect the blood vessel walls from damage caused by free radicals, while also reducing chronic inflammation throughout the body. What surprises many people is that eggs can also help increase HDL levels, the so-called good cholesterol. HDL carries excess cholesterol away from your blood vessels, reduces plaque buildup, and lowers the risk of blockages and cardiovascular complications. Therefore, eating eggs in moderation, as part of a balanced and healthy diet, not only does not harm the heart, but can actually support heart health naturally and sustainably. Picture yourself enjoying a soft-boiled egg in the morning, sipping warm tea, as gentle sunlight filters through your window. This is more than just a simple meal. It is an act of care for your heart, the organ that has stayed with you every single second of your life. A quiet breakfast, but one that carries the message that you are choosing what is best for yourself. If you have ever been afraid of eggs because of old myths, now is the time to look again under the light of modern science. Not all cholesterol is bad, and eggs are not the enemy of your heart. What matters most is balance, understanding, and knowing what to put into your body with the respect that your heart truly deserves after all these years of unwavering service. 7. Supporting a healthy weight. When we are young, weight often relates to appearance. People worry about losing weight to look better or feel more confident. But as we age, weight takes on a completely different meaning. It is no longer about looks. It becomes a reflection of health, of stability, and of the body's ability to recover from illness. After the age of 60, gaining too much weight can lead to fatigue, place pressure on the knees, and increase blood pressure. On the other hand, unintentional weight loss, especially from muscle loss, poor appetite, or poor nutrient absorption, is an alarming sign that the body may be lacking the vital fuel it needs to stay strong. In that delicate balance, maintaining a healthy and stable weight becomes a priority, but it is not always easy, and surprisingly, eggs, a food so familiar, can be an effective companion in this journey. Unlike refined foods that make you feel full for a short time, but leave you hungry again soon after. Eggs provide long-lasting satiety, help stabilize blood sugar levels, and deliver steady energy throughout the morning. The reason lies in the smart combination of high-quality protein and healthy fats found in eggs. This duo helps regulate the hunger and fullness hormones in the body, especially ghrelin and leptin, which control cravings. When you eat an egg-based breakfast, your body naturally reduces the urge to snack or reach for sugary or starchy foods later. This is especially helpful for older adults trying to manage blood sugar or reduce stress on their joints. A study published in the International Journal of Nutrition showed that people who began their day with a high-protein breakfast, especially one including eggs, consumed about 300 fewer calories throughout the rest of the day compared to those who ate refined carbohydrates like bread or cereal. Not because they were dieting, but because their bodies felt satisfied, comfortable, and did not need more. That is the difference between eating to fill a void and eating to nourish. For older adults who worry about losing too much weight, eggs are also an ideal solution for packing in nutrition in a small volume, with a soft texture, easy to chew and digest, and high in energy density. Eggs help provide the necessary calories and nutrients without causing a heavy or bloated feeling. One small egg contains over 70 calories, more than 6 grams of protein, healthy fats, essential vitamins, and minerals, all wrapped in a thin shell that is easy to store and prepare. But perhaps the greatest value eggs offer in weight management does not lie in the number on the scale. It lies in the feeling that you are still in control of your own body. It lies in the confidence of choosing a healthy meal each day. It lies in the quiet joy of fitting into your clothes comfortably, walking with light steps, and seeing a refreshed face in the mirror each morning. That is dignity. That is autonomy. That is the feeling of knowing I am still taking good care of myself. So whether you are trying to prevent unwanted weight loss due to age, or managing your weight to reduce pressure on your joints and heart, eggs can be part of your answer. No need for complexity. No fancy recipes required. Just consistency, care, and the right understanding of nutrition. And you will see the difference emerge from the smallest choices. You see, with just one simple egg a day, the aging body can receive far more than we ever imagined, from maintaining strong muscles that support every steady step, to protecting bones, joints, eyes, and memory. From helping the heart beat evenly, to keeping the immune system ready to defend against illness, and even supporting stable weight, something small, yet such a vital measure of resilience over the years. None of this comes from pills or promises. It comes from one quiet, consistent, scientifically backed choice. In your journey toward better health, you do not need to change everything at once. You do not need a strict diet or expensive treatments. Sometimes, one small action repeated daily can bring a great transformation over time. One egg in the morning, one intentional choice, one small step toward lifelong wellness. That is how you care for yourself. Not with urgency, but with patience, respect, and understanding. We all know that growing old does not mean growing weak. It is a season of wisdom, of deep love, of rich memories, and a powerful desire to stay strong to be there for your children and grandchildren. The fact that you choose to care about your health, even just by changing one meal, is already a hopeful and deeply human act. If today's message has given you something helpful, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss the next videos. I will continue walking beside you in the videos to come, sharing simple but nutritionally powerful foods to help you live more actively, healthily, and with a full spirit. And before we end, I have a small question for you. Among the 7 benefits of eggs we discussed today, which one surprised or impressed you the most? Leave a comment below and share your thoughts. I am always happy to listen to each viewer's journey toward better health, because you are the inspiration that keeps me sharing the good things in life. Wishing you lasting health, peace, and the strength to face whatever health challenges may come. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.